Every man has moments when the weight of life becomes too heavy to carry in silence. Moments when expectations, responsibilities, disappointments, and unspoken fears gather like a storm inside him. Yet, unlike many others, he is often denied the space to fall apart. From a young age, boys are taught a quiet but powerful lesson: be strong. Strength, however, is narrowly defined. It is seen as the absence of tears, the suppression of fear, the ability to endure without complaint. Man up, they are told, don't cry. Over time, these messages do not just shape behavior, they shape identity. Emotional expression becomes something foreign, even shameful. But the truth is simple and undeniable. Men feel deeply. They experience heartbreak, anxiety, pressure, loneliness, and grief just like anyone else. The difference is not in the intensity of their emotions, but in their permission to express them. Society often rewards men for stoicism and punishes them for vulnerability. A man who breaks down is seen as weak, unstable, or less capable. As a result, many learn to bury their emotions rather than risk judgment. This suppression comes at a cost. Unexpressed emotions do not disappear, they accumulate. They show up in different ways: anger instead of sadness, silence instead of communication, withdrawal instead of connection. Some men turn to distractions, others to destructive habits, not because they lack strength, but because they lack safe outlets. What makes this even more challenging is that many men don't even realize they are struggling emotionally. Years of conditioning can disconnect them from their own feelings. They may feel off, irritable, or exhausted without understanding why. Emotional breakdowns, when they happen, often come suddenly, like a dam finally breaking after years of pressure. And when that moment comes, many face it alone. Imagine carrying the responsibility of being a provider, a protector, a leader, while also being told you cannot show weakness. It creates a silent battle, one where a man must fight not only his internal struggles, but also the fear of being judged for having them. The solution is not to make men less strong, but to redefine strength. True strength is not the absence of emotion. It is the courage to face it. It is the ability to say, "I am not okay," without feeling diminished. It is understanding that vulnerability is not weakness, but honesty. When men are given the space to express themselves without shame, they do not become weaker, they become healthier, more grounded, and more human. Society must begin to shift its expectations. We need to create environments where men can speak openly, where emotional expression is normalized rather than mocked, where support is offered instead of judgment. Conversations around mental health should include men not as an afterthought, but as a priority, because every man at some point reaches a breaking point, not because he is weak, but because he is human. And perhaps the real strength lies not in holding everything together, but in allowing oneself